I'm Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist here at Bala Town, where manager Aussie Villain has just unveiled 3 new signings. Joe Newton, Sam Follerin and James Waite have all joined the club on loan to the end of the season. Villain is said to be extremely confident of making the Euro Cup group stages and was quoted as saying, "If we can't beat this Icelandic mob, then we might as well all go home." I'm Chaz Hogan, Bala Town. So if they lose, does that mean I can actually leave? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 27 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today we play an Icelandic team whose name I cannot and will not try and pronounce, with the winner going into the group stage of the Euro 2 Cup thing. And it is a massive chance for us to be in a group stage of European football. Now, with that being the case, I am so confident I've gone and strengthened, as you've just heard, with 3 loan signings to make sure we have the ability to challenge, we'll make sure we're winning the league at home and do as well as we can in Europe. First of all, we have got James Waite back on loan from Cardiff City. He was off, I don't know if they had a change of manager or what happened, but he went off the transfer list, back on the loan list. £475. I thought he was quite good for us last year. He's a very good player at this level. 19 games last year, 1 goal, 4 assists, 1 play. I don't think that really tells a story there. You can see he's already played 1 game for us this season and did quite well. The other 2 signings are new to the club. First door is Sam Follerin, a B- signing. We've got him on loan from Middlesbrough. Decent. He can play sort of anywhere down sort of that right-hand side. Good finishing, good dribbling, just a good solid option. I think if we are going to play with wingers, depending on where and when we are, we only really had Edwards to play down the right, so Waite can obviously play out there, but this guy is more natural, as you can see. So he's sort of going to be a backup to Edwards. He might even sort of earn the spot in his own right. Really good flair as well, passing. We're only paying him £65 a week, which is absolutely brilliant. So I really think that could be a good pickup for us, again, just on loan for the end of the season. And the last one is Joe Newton. Now, the fans say that it's a D signing. He's better than that, let me tell you. It's a backup, a left back for who's we got there? Jack Kelly. Because with the Kane Lewis injury, we're really thin at left back. We would have to use Glennon out there, who's not really a natural. So this guy's just in as a backup. He can cross the ball, he can get forward, he's got really good potential. He can tackle, he can pass. He's got all the basics to be a decent backup. And if we play him in the Welsh League or in the Cup games, just give Kelly a rest when he needs it. I think he'd be more than capable of getting a job done for us. So they are the 3 new signings. Let me know what you think. I think it's just a little bit more depth in the club, and I think that is going to be important. Now let's have a quick look at what we're expecting this season from the board in the terms of the league. And here is the season preview. You can see we are the favourites. We are 2-1 favourites ahead of the New Saints. And if we get into this group stage, it's going to be really difficult for us. Now, the New Saints got knocked out relatively early on. I think I said they got into the second round. They got knocked out in the second round. So we are very much flying the Welsh flag in Europe this season. But look at this Media Dream team. It is pretty much just Bala's team. Glennon, Lewis and Williams, or probably what will be our first choice back 3. New boy Follerin is the right wing back. Waite and Davis in midfield. McKee up front. I mean, I don't even consider some of these guys our first choice players. Yet there they are in sort of the team of the season, or the Media Dream team. So based on that, we should be doing quite well. Williams and Lewis are our 2 key players according to the game. You can see the other key players there. If you're interested, we'll just quickly scroll down. A lot of these names, maybe for Welsh football fans, they'll mean something, but there's no names there that I particularly recognise. But we have got our season underway. We had our league opening game against Cavan Druids. Let's go and see how we did against them. The only goal came late when Gosse found Waite in space to celebrate his return to the club with a great strike. So there we go, James Waite back at the club and back on the score sheet as well. We made really hard work of this. We probably should have won by more, but it was very much a rotated team ahead of the European game. The only player that's going to, I think, that will start is the goalkeeper. So it was, a decent enough effort against a team that we probably should have beaten more comfortably. But 3 points is 3 points. That is the main thing. If you go and have a look at the league table there, we can see New Saints have already dropped points this season in 2 games, so we're already in a decent position with a game in hand against Llanelli Town, who of course are newly promoted, to put ourselves clear of the table. Now, we are expected to win the league this year. We're expected to be competitive in the Champions League. Well, we did that. We got knocked out. We had no real expectation in the Europa League. Euro Cup 2, again, just be competitive. We're playing an Icelandic team. I'd like to think we can make the group stage there. Iron Brew Cup, we're playing Bala in the 3rd round. We're just going to be competitive there as well. We're expected to win the Welsh Cup, so we'll see how we do there, and win the Welsh League Cup. And as I said last episode, we're away to Bengal City, in the 3rd round of that one. Now, I know some of you guys are interested in the lower league, so I'll have a quick look at those here as well. The JD camera, I know how to say it, but it's not in my... Yeah, I can't do it right now. But you can see all the teams that are in there for this. One of our affiliate teams is there as well. So that's the Camberoo. It's there. When I hear it said, I know, yeah, that's how you say it. But I can't get it into my brain right now. And the South League, we can see there as well. There we go. If you want to see anything else, just let me know, guys, and I can look to do that for you. But today is all about getting into this bloody group stage against the Icelandic team. And as I said, I'm not even going to bother. Or try, I should say. Let's have a look here. Now, they are the favourites, so we don't want to underestimate them too much here. But they're an Icelandic team. Come on, we should be winning this, surely. Average age of 33. They don't have many sort of players necessarily that they're all sort of grayed out. We're expecting a 4-4-2. We don't really know for sure. But this is the team that we are sending out to hopefully lay the platform for a really, really good second leg at home. So Gray goes in goal. It's Kelly, Glennon, Williams, and Bakari. It's Vieira and Parsons in midfield. It's Edwards, Jones, and Neto. It's Bus and Brew up top. You can see we're going for them. We're going to try and score away goals here. Hopefully, it doesn't backfire. My basic plan here is I'm treating them like I would sort of a team in the Welsh League. So I think we can beat them. So we're going to go out there and try and beat them. And I mean, worst case scenario, we hopefully will get some away goals and we'll be able to beat them at home in any case. Remind the players there's no real pressure on them here. We've got nothing to lose. Let's show the world what we're capable of. Some calm, we have faith. And let's go. Let's go. Come on. This is a massive, massive opportunity to reach the group stage of a European tournament. I really, really hope we take it. We couldn't have asked for a better draw, let's be honest. I mean, the benefits of this, apart from, obviously, the money we would get from being in a group stage, but, potentially from draws and wins, if we were to get any. There's a decent header just past the post from Neto. Coefficient points that we would get would be massive as well. It would help boost us up. So, next year, hopefully, if we're in the Champions League again, we get easier draws in that. So the deeper we go in Europe, each and every year, it helps us. It's helping us build towards the future. Now, one thing that's could be difficult is if and when we do win this tie, is being a semi-professional club. I shouldn't be talking about this before we actually go and get into the group stage, but Martin is in here and Gray makes a decent save. Playing midweek, we would essentially never train because obviously being semi-pro. So I mean, it would make the season as a whole very, very difficult. But we want to make sure, as I said, we go and do this before we get too carried away and worried about that. But we would almost certainly. I mean, we can't turn pro mid-season, as far as I know. So it is going to be difficult for us. We've looked okay so far. Let's not say that. But the most highlights have begun down our end. Now we can see the risk here already is getting beaten on the break, isn't it? Parsons has got back. Bakari's done really well there. Excellent stuff from our right back. Buston Brew knocks it down for Edwards. Edwards goes back for Buston Brew. Come on, Lukey boy. Has he got a finish on him? Buston Brew, yes he does. And he gives us the lead. And he gives us an away goal. And it's his 4th of the season. And I go back to the fact, about a month ago, I transfer listed him and we were selling him. Is Luke Buston Brew's redemption going to be sort of the story of this season? He's going to make me look an absolute fool, and I hope he does. Because, to be honest, no one else is scoring for us right now. McKee, who I bought in, doesn't look like he knows what the back of the net is. Serafino has just... I don't know what to do with Serafino. And Allmark, I mean, he's looked out of his depth so far in Europe, but that's to be expected. I mean, he's, 17, 18 years old, so... we wouldn't necessarily expect him to be scoring in Europe. There's a decent ball if Neto can get on. There's a bit of a mix-up. Oh, Neto, it's bouncing around. Buston Bruce there, he can't miss. And it is Benny Hill stuff at the back for the Icelanders. And it is 2-0 to Bala Town. And are we going into the group stage? Oh, I'm starting to really get excited now. Neto just put the pressure on, made them make a decision. No one did. got a little bit of luck there with the ricochet, but Brew on his toes, as he always is, sticks it away. 5th of the season for him. And it's 2-0 up. Imagine if we reach the group stage of a European tournament. Let's give him some praise. We're doing quite well here. Yeah, I mean, again, the reason for the signings is, I think essentially what we'll need to do is we'll need to have a sort of a midweek team and a weekend team. It's kind of my thought. So essentially, that's poor. Is that offside there, ref? No. So let's concentrate, boys. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But yeah, my kind of thought is that's what we'll need to do. Have sort of a European and a cup team. Yeah, I don't know what Gray's doing there. He's just kind of, don't know if he expected the defender to clear it. Maybe that's what the problem was. Yeah, we'll probably need to have sort of a weekend team and a week team and kind of see where that goes. What do we want to say? It's going to have to be an assertive. Do not get complacent here, boys. Don't let your performance levels drop. We've stressed out Bakari, which isn't great. Ideally, that wouldn't have happened. We do have Jake Nichols on the bench, so if his performance starts to drop, we do have him. Let's give it a show some passion, perhaps. This is a weird one. We're playing well, but the match ratings aren't fantastic. I think we're beating maybe a poor team. What we don't want is to go back to 2-2. Again, here we go. We've intercepted that. Henry Jones has read it like a book. Brew on the hat trick. He's in here. Can he find the finish? Brew. Oh, it's a decent effort. Goalkeeper has it covered though. And let's give it a demand more, perhaps. No, the match ratings are improving a little bit. No one's doing particularly badly. If we can get a third away goal, win the game 3-1, then that would be a good place, wouldn't it? Edwards is there. Wins ahead of Parsons. Oh, Parsons! What a way to get your first Bala Town goal. That was a little bit special. And what a way to do it in Europe. A goal that just might have sealed us a spot in the group stages here. Good ball in from Vieira. Headed away under the pressure of Edwards. But look at that for a finish. That's one for the goal of the season reel at the end of the season, isn't it? What a strike from Connor Parsons. Welcome to Bala Town, mate. Alright, do we want to make any changes here? I'm wondering, we do have a couple of players on bookings. But I think we might actually want to leave them on, because I think we actually would like them to get suspended for the next game. We might even do a sneaky go get yourself a booking, boys, to Henry Jones. Just don't get yourself a straight red, please. And we'll do the same thing with Vieira. If they can get themselves, a yellow card here that then gets them the second leg off, that just might be the best way to go. We'll keep praising them. It's essentially job done. I don't want to make any subs because we do have a league game coming up in between, which I'll play through and then kind of show you how it went. But we've put ourselves in a great position for the second leg here. Can Kelly top it off with a fourth? There's a good ball in and the keeper saves Parsons' header. Is that the highlight or is there more to come here? Goalkeeper clears it. We should get to that. No, we don't. We've held him up though nicely. And still the Icelanders come forward. Can we get that away? We can. Edwards is there. Down the line, mate. There we go for Bakari. Thankfully, my stressy team talk didn't make too much of a difference there for him. Brew's in here. What a chance for a European hat-trick for Luke Brew, and he stuck it away! The Brew redemption continues with a European hat-trick. Excellent stuff. Henry Jones with the assist as well. We'll give them more praise. And with 4-1 away from home, I'm going to say job done. It'll be party time back at the racecourse ground for the second leg. Good finish too from Brew, wasn't it? And there we go. With the extra money we get from the group stage, surely we'll be able to turn professional. We still are going to have the option to ask the board. I think you can only ask every sort of few months or so. So I asked, I think, at the end of last season to hopefully turn professional for this season, which didn't happen. But now, surely this is going to give us enough money in the bank. We'll be pushing 2 million already. Here we go, Brew. Can he get 4? Luke Brew, can he ever? And what a strike that is as well. 4 goals in a European tie for Luke Brew. What a performance that is. 7 goals now this season. Jack Kelly with the assist. And we just keep scoring, don't we? That now is surely job done. Good take from Bostonbrew as well, wasn't it? And then the finish as well. Unsavable. Better goalkeepers than that wouldn't have got a hand on it. Let me tell you. All right. When you're ready, referee. That's been a good trip to Iceland, hasn't it? 5-1 away from home. Don't get complacent, boys, but that was pretty special. 5-star Bala triumph in Europe. What a European night that is. Classy Bostonbrew. Just absolutely stunning stuff from you, mate. Kunde's looking, yep, I'm sure he went all the way to Iceland to look at Romario Vieira. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll play through. We have Cardiff Met Uni in the league. That's a tough one. And then we'll be back for the second leg and hopefully European celebrations. Okay, welcome back, and let's finish the job here. We are about to play the second leg of this tie. 5-1 up we are, but before we get to that, we have to catch you up on the Cardiff Met Uni game in the league. Let's see how we got on. We got an early lead. Romario Vieira crossing for Bostonbrew to continue his incredible form in front of goal. And he made it 6 in his last 2 games, smashing in a Sam Follerin cross. So there we go, very, very comfortable indeed against Cardiff Met Uni. It probably should have been more than 2 to be fair, but we got the job done. I did go with a really, really strong team in this one. The reason being I figured that we've essentially won the tie. Let's not drop silly points in the league fielding a weakened team there. So you'll notice it was a strong team. A few players, and Newton had to play because he's not registered in the Euro squad. We only have one left back really fit there. And again, Follerin had to play because Edwards has to play in Europe because we haven't, we can't re-register the squad. Hopefully we can re-register it properly for the group stage. If and when we get there, we should get there by now, shouldn't we? But let's go and have a look at, where are we going here? Game, please. There we go. Let's go and have a look at what we are expecting here. Well, we know what to expect, and it's not much. To be honest, we can see how they played last time out. Very, very narrow. They tried to attack down our wings. Nothing worked for them. Yeah, so let's see if we can complete the embarrassment here with a further few goals. Now, the 4 goals by Bostonbrew was actually, that's not surprising, but it was a Euro Cup 2 record. So hopefully that'll stand for a little while here. I'm just fixing up things I haven't already done here. But this is the team we're sending out. It's Gray continuing in goal. It's Kelly. Evans, one of our young centre-backs, is going to get a game here. A first look at him, I believe, on the channel, along with Denham and Nichols as a back 4. Davies, who's been called into the Thailand squad for an upcoming international window, he gets, he's developing nicely too, isn't he? He gets to start here with Gosset in midfield. It's Edwards, James Waite and Neto, and Damien Allmark. Can he get himself a European goal? He starts up front. But yeah, that Bostonbrew record, that could stand for a while, because, 5 goals in a game, it doesn't happen all that often. What we want to say, we don't want to get complacent here. We want to treat this as a new game. We've stressed out Denham, which is excellent stuff. He's not come back either, has he? Just relax here, boys. Just relax. It's going to be fine. We've got a nice 4-goal margin. If we throw this away, there will be hell to pay, though. Yeah, so let's just hope we can see this out. Now, there is the group stage draw coming up after this game, so we will end the episode, assuming that we get through, we will end the episode finding out our group opponent. So I'm really excited for that. Though I did notice Manchester City is in the competition, so what are the chances we draw them? Chaz will be very happy if he gets to see Manchester City play, but I won't be so happy, and I don't think that'll end well for us. Neto did really, really well there, just couldn't quite find the finish at the end of it. I don't know what the money's like for qualifying for the group stage. Well, hopefully we'll find that out at the end of this game as well. It does beg the question how this team got so far. It's like, oh, what a strike! Oh, enemy of football. That shouldn't be offside. It's a wonder goal from Ollie Denham. And it's been ruled out because some moron standing in front of the keeper. Who is it? It's you. It's Neto. Oh, that's goal of the season from Denham. It just should be allowed to stand just because it's so good. Oh, it wouldn't have even made a difference. Referee, that is outrageous. But there we go. I wonder if we'll get to see VAR in this Euro Cup if we make the group stage. That's something we could look forward to. We'll demand a little bit more here, and after this we'll just start praising them because essentially the tie is done. It's a trick corner there, wasn't it? And unfortunately, that's one back, and we're losing on the night. We'll give it a demand more. Hopefully that'll wake us up a little bit. There's no one anywhere near him, is there? Yeah, we might have... I keep meaning to do work on defending corners, but I keep forgetting, I'll be honest. But it could cost us if we're up against good teams. Alright, let's just get into the break. Manchester City, yeah, and Freiburg. So there's some big teams in this competition, and God help us if we play some... Well, we will have to play some of them, won't we? what do we want to say here? Don't look at the scoreboard. Just pick up where you left off. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased, because that really wasn't good, was it? Considering what we did to them in the first leg, that should have been much better. Yes, it's a much changed team, but I'd like to think we'll try giving them some praise to start off the half. Edwards is having an absolute nightmare. He did come to me complaining he wasn't playing enough football. The start of this season, we weren't really starting with wingers, so it's maybe fair enough. So I said, yeah, we'll give you game time, because we will, really. We're going to go, especially now the league started, where we will play with wingers. So hopefully that'll all clear itself up, and he'll make the most of the opportunity. I didn't give in to him straight away. All Marks lost the ball there. What we don't want to do is concede a second goal here, and then you just start to get a little bit nervous that maybe we're going to throw this all away. We better not, but you would just start to get a little bit nervous. We could always stick a DM in. We do have Owen Taylor on the bench who can play as a DM. If we were to concede another goal, that would be something we'd do, that's for sure, because we would just want to be a little bit more careful. Can we get a ball tackle in here? We can't. Ball in. Denham is headed it away. And you look back to that Denham goal that probably, it probably was offside, but it made no difference if the defender was there or not. You look back at that and just wonder, it would have killed it off. Let's give Serafino a game for Edwards, who's not playing particularly well. Neto's not doing particularly well on the left either, which is a little bit of a disappointment. I won't make a change there, though, just yet. Let's try and demand more. It's really disappointing to lose on the night, I'll be honest. Let's go attacking. Can we at least get a draw out of this on the night? Come on, boys. Get creative. It was a bit of a hiding to nothing. Not the best game. We scored all our goals in the first leg, and it kind of went downhill from there, didn't it? But there we go. Defeat on the night. A horrible performance on the night, if I'm honest. But what are we? I wasn't pleased with that. I mean, as a team performance, you knew that was going to happen. But as a team performance, that wasn't good enough. I'll just leave it. Grow up. The problem with with the team talks like that is that I think the team's looking at it over two legs, whereas I'm sort of more annoyed at what happened. £2.5 million. Get in, boys. Oh, we are in the money. I didn't know what I was saying. £2.5 million. Look at that. Now, if we don't turn professional now, the club have to. Where's Club Vision? Can we do it yet? It's in financing, isn't it? Not quite yet, but look at that money. Nothing else matters. Oh, that is so good. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We are going to have the draw. I forget what I was saying before that. I think I was complaining about the team talk, but let's not worry about that now. Let's see who we're playing in Europe in a group stage of a European competition. So here we go. Welcome to the Euro Cup 2 group stage draw. Remember when the board had to invest, was it £75,000? And that seemed like a lot of money, and we got blinged up and spent the money very responsibly. Imagine what we can do with 4 million. Oh, this is brilliant. We're seeded third in the draw for this, so we're not even in the bottom pot. I don't know if we want to have a look. Manchester City is in this competition. We're almost certainly going to draw them, aren't we? There is a fourth pot, isn't there? Third? No, we're in the bottom pot. Okay, no, we are definitely the worst team in the competition. All right, so that's to be expected. So there's only 3 teams in a group. I really should learn the rules to this, shouldn't I? All right, let's just... we'll draw teams one at a time until we get up to our pot. Maribor, it would probably be the dream here, wouldn't it? Maybe Stal or Pilsner. Pilsner's always the dream, isn't it? Otherwise, I mean, we're looking at big teams from big leagues there. Let's have a look here. AEK Athens, we know we can beat them. Baal is not the best. Maccabi Tel Aviv. Okay, I'm looking at this group and I'm thinking, yes, please. Bucharest got Fenerbahce. All right. Yeah, I think Group F is the draw. That's the dream draw. Group E, we would probably take. We don't want Manchester City. Is it the top 2 that get out of the group, or just the top 1? We'll check the rules later. If it's top 2, then if it's not one of these groups, then I think we're pretty much screwed anyway. Anyway, let's see who we get. It's not Betis. It's not Russia. It's not PSV. It's not Atalanta. Is it Maribor? It's not Maribor. Is it? No, it's City, isn't it? It's going to be Manchester City. It's not City. Okay, it's Steaua Bucharest. No, it's not. We're still doing second seeds. What's going on here? Stop automatic draw. I'm panicking. Okay, we've got Group B. I'm not quite sure what's happened in the draw there. There is 4 teams in the group, and we've got Group B. So there must be extra second and third seeds. I don't understand how that's worked. If you understand how that's worked, then you're more intelligent than I am. But there we go. So we've got Group B. We've got a Moldovan team who, let's face it, we would be a chance of beating. Spartak Moscow and AZ Alkmaar were absolutely no chance. But you never know. Let's not say we're no chance, but that's going to be really, really tough. Guys, that is it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We will be back next time. And I think what we'll do is we have to come back for the first game in the Euro Cup, don't we? So we'll come back for that and the away to Barrytown game before that. So let me know how you think we'll do in that group. It's a toughie. It really is. I mean, it was always going to be a tough group, but I think we could beat them. I think that's got to be our goal, doesn't it? Our goal has, the greyed out team, our goal has got to be beat the Moldovans, get third in the group. Because I can't see us taking anything from Moscow and AZ Alkmaar. I just can't see it. But you never know. We've done okay so far. But yeah, I think third in the group. Let me know what you think. Until next time, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.